Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, has attributed the low-level performance of the power sector in Nigeria resulting into epileptic power supply to shortage of gas, aging machines in a grid value chain, low capacity to evacuate generated power, and destruction of power stations in some parts of the northeast geopolitical zone of the country. He made the revelation in Abuja while speaking with journalists on the state of the power sector in the country. Correspondent Kunle Ojo completes the story.
According to Adelabu, coming from inappropriate tariff regime, poor collections, and inadequate funding of government subsidies, leading to each debt owed to the transmission, generation, and gas companies. This has restricted investments required for sustaining supply flow, capacity extension, and infrastructural improvements. He added that the crisis in the power sector had been so complex, stressing that the national grid had collapsed for about 6 times between December 2023 and now.
It had made complicated by the lack of sustaining liquidity and infrastructural funding, as well as structural misalignment within the sector. That is the complication. Liquidity, funding of investment and infrastructure improvements, and lack of compliance with market rules in this sector. If we're able to solve these complications, I can tell you the other issues are too simple to resolve.
Adelabu added that the crisis, which he said could be well handled and managed effectively, has further been compounded by lack of sustaining liquidity and infrastructural funding, as well as structural misalignments. He emphasized the need to settle the sectoral debt obligations to the gas supply and power generating companies, which is now at 1.3 trillion naira to the Gencos and $1.3 billion to the Discos for sustainable power supply across the country. Other stakeholders at the event corroborated the position taken by the minister and promised the optimal performance of their respective sectors.
Without giving further action, people. But the only condition that I mentioned is that if government is pledging subsidy, we as government, we must be ready to fund it. There must be federal government guarantee, probably cash back for this subsidy. Otherwise, we'll grant the sector to zero. And I used simple examples. If 120 naira is the cost reflective commercial tariff of power, and you are charging 20 out of 120 naira, 50 naira belongs to the distribution companies.
So we have already issued instructions to distribution companies to begin working on unbundling alongside lines, including asset transfers, and also a mechanism of how legacy issues, legacy liabilities, legacy contracts, and so on can be innovated along the new subsidiaries.
I can confidently tell you that those are the problems with generation in this country. And again, all the solutions he has outlined, we are working along those lines as well. Just to quickly mention that yes, we have gas challenge, yes, we have transmission challenge, yes, we have payment challenge.
They, however, emphasized the need to put an end to the constant vandalization of power installations across the country for improved service delivery. From Abuja, Kunle Ojo, Galaxy TV.